those of you who don't know me, my name is Alex. I'm the fitness coordinator at UW Green Bay. Yoga today is going to be a lot of kind of balance training, some good stretching, for all fitness levels really. So to get started, I'm going to have everyone lie on your back. So just lie down, get comfortable. I always like to start out class with some deep breathing. So as you settle onto the floor or your mat, just slow down your breath. Really lengthen your inhale and lengthen your exhale. If you can't hear my music, you're welcome to play some of your own in the background. While you're focusing on that deep breathing, try to move that breath into your belly. Rather than your chest rising and falling, notice your belly rise and fall with each breath. Alright, because we're doing balance today, we're going to start out class with some core warm-ups. So I'm going to have you plant your feet on the mat so they're kind of underneath your knees. Support your head and neck with your hands, and we're just going to do really slow yoga crunches. So take an inhale, and then exhale into just a small crunch. Inhale down, exhale crunch. Just doing a few of these at your own pace. We're not moving fast with these, more moving with the breath, nice and controlled. Then we're going to move these into more of a warm-up bicycle. So what you're going to do is on exhale, bring your elbow towards your opposite knee. Inhale down, exhale elbow to knee. So you're always going to lift up that opposite leg so your elbow comes towards your knee. Your opposite foot is still planted, so it's very gentle, but pull in your belly button so your core is still doing a little bit of work. Always exhaling as elbow and knee come toward one another. Good, lowering down. Extend your legs, reach your arms up overhead, take a big stretch. Alright, then plant your feet again. I'm going to have you bring your knees so they're directly over your hips, bent at 90 degrees. Arms are going to reach straight up towards the sky. And then what we're going to do is lower one leg and arm down. Opposite arm and leg are going to lower towards the floor and then exhale together. Opposite arm and leg lower down, exhale together. Inhale, arm and leg down, and exhale. Just continuing here. Inhale down, exhale up, back and forth at your own pace. Again, we're not rushing this, going nice and slow with control. Alright, hug your knees in, rock side to side. And then let's roll forward. We're going to come onto hands and knees right away. Bring hands directly underneath your shoulders. And then you can be in a kneeling plank or a full plank and just hold there, pulling your belly button in once again. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, then let's drop onto knees, bringing hands directly under your shoulders and moving into cat-cow. Inhaling, belly down, gaze forward. Exhale, round your back. Go back and forth at your own pace. when you're on. Coming back to neutral. And then we're going to come into a full plank again, but this time I'm going to have your hands close together so your thumbs are almost touching and your feet are going to be about the width of your mat, wider than your shoulders. And then you're just going to tap your opposite shoulder and lower down. Tap shoulder, lower down. Try not to let your hips sway side to side. Keep them nice and parallel with the ground as you switch sides each time. Couple more. Bring your hands about shoulder distance apart, your feet about shoulder distance apart, and press back downward facing dog. From here, pedal out your heels. Good, then drop your knees down to the mat, press back child's pose. And then with arms extended out in front, once again, press back, downward facing dog. You can pedal out your heels some more. All right, then bending both knees, gaze towards your thumbs, step forward into forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bending both knees, inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, we're gonna go through our sun A. Here we go, deep inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back. Take an inhale there. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, again, inhale, bending your knees, gazing forward. Exhale, step or hop. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bending your knees, inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, first balance move of the day is going to be tree pose. For your tree pose, we're going to start by balancing on your right foot, pointing that left knee out to the side. We're going to start with toes down, hands come to heart center. Now you can stay here or you can lift that foot up to about your calf, maybe all the way up to your thigh. What you want to avoid is being directly on your knee. So find a good spot, maybe a little more balanced than I am today, and hold there. If you're feeling balanced, bring those branches tall and wide. Maybe bringing hands together at the top. And then slowly bring hands back to heart center, still holding in your tree. Release that foot off and then slowly lower it down. Good, shake out your balance leg. Let's do the opposite side. This time, balancing on your left foot, right knee comes out to the side. Finding balance there, and then option to lift your foot up. Again, either holding here or bringing those branches tall and wide. Good, maybe bringing hands together. And slowly bring hands down to heart center. Gently releasing that foot down, shaking out your balance leg. We're going to go into another round of sun salutations. Inhaling, arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, plank or kneeling plank. Inhale there, and exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good, from there, inhale, bending your knees, gazing forward. Exhale, step or hop. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. bending your knees. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, we're gonna do another balance move then, this time standing twist. We're gonna start balancing on that left foot again. This time hands are gonna be at heart center and you're just gonna point your right toe down towards the ground. Knees pointed forward for this. Then you can either hold here or flex your foot and lift your knee up to about hip height. Either hold here or reach for the outside of that knee, opening up, opposite hand gets extended. And then holding here. Try to find one spot to stare at that's not moving to help you find that balance and keep it. Okay, slowly bring that knee back in and release it down. Good, shake it out. Other side, balancing on your right foot, hands at your hips. Maybe lifting that knee up to hip height. Maybe coming into that full expression. Good, once again, slowly bring that knee in, lower down, and shake it out. All right, back to the front edge of your mat. Sun A again. Deep inhale to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into a plank. Take an inhale there, and exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. But this time, drop your knees to the mat. Press back, child's pose. All right, our next balance move requires a little bit of hamstring flexibility. So we're gonna start by coming into downward facing dog, stepping left foot forward and dropping onto your back knee. And then from there, we're just gonna come upright. We're just gonna rock forward and back. So inhale here, and then exhale, kind of straighten out your leg. Feel that open up. And just go back and forth. Inhale forward, exhale back. Do this a few rounds at your own pace. Finish one more full cycle at your own pace. And then I'm going to have you walk your hands forward, up off your back knee. Step your back foot forward into forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bending your knees, inhale, arms all the way to the sky. Exhale, hands at heart center. All right, we're gonna stay on our left foot because that's what we just stretched out. What you're gonna do is bring your arms at your side, palms facing forward, balancing on your left toe, right toe is right behind you. We're gonna move into airplane pose from here. So what you're gonna do is just start to hinge forward. Try to have your upper body lower the same speed as your back leg raises. So you don't wanna have your torso really close to the ground and your leg not up. So try to find that straight line. It's okay if you don't hinge super far forward. Good, slowly come back up to standing. Quick shake out that leg. Now we're going to come into the same pose, but we're going to transition into it differently. So still balancing on that left leg, I'm going to have you bring your right knee up to hip height first. And then slowly guide that foot behind you in your airplane pose. Straightening it out as it comes behind. Good, slowly come back to standing. Shake out that leg, and then sun A from the top edge of our mat. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step Inhale in plank, and exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, then this time, inhale, right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bring that foot between your hands and drop onto your back knee. We're gonna do that same hamstring warm-up we did. Inhaling forward and exhaling to straighten that leg out. Then just moving forward and back. Good, complete 2 more rounds. And after you got that second one done, walk your hands forward, up off your back knee, press back, downward facing dog. Good, inhale, bending your knees, gazing forward. Exhale, step or hop. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bending both knees, inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So this time balancing on your right foot. Palms facing forward, kind of drawing those shoulder blades together. Left toes just balancing to start out. When you're ready, hinging forward. Keep holding. Good, slowly come back up. Shake out your leg. Same thing, still balancing on your right foot. This time left knee comes up to about hip height. And then slowly guide that foot behind you. Holding there. Good, gently coming back up to standing. Nice job, shake out your legs. And then from the front of your mat, inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into a plank. Inhale there. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just hold down dog for a couple of breaths. Good, and then drop to your knees, press back, child's pose. Take a few deep breaths. All right, then once again, spread those fingers out wide, press back into downward facing dog. Inhale, bending your knees, gazing forward. Exhale, step or hop. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bending both knees. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, we're gonna come back on that left side. So balancing on your left foot, we're gonna do airplane again. Palms facing forward, starting with that knee lift. So lifting your knee up to about hip height, and then slowly guide it back in your airplane pose. Then we're gonna come into crescent lunge. So bend into your front knee as your back foot drops down to the mat. It's okay if it's not super graceful, and then inhale, arms up tall. If you're feeling unbalanced here, make sure your feet are on train tracks, not directly in front of one another. Take a deep inhale. Warrior two on the exhale, lowering arms to that shoulder height, finding that heel to arch line. So that heel points straight to the center of your back foot. Relax those shoulders, gaze over your front fingertips. Flip your front palm, reverse warrior, reaching that left arm up to the sky. Still keeping a bend in your knee. We tend to straighten our leg a little bit when we come into reverse warrior. Keep that knee so it's right over your ankle. Good, and then come back to warrior two. Straighten out your front leg, turn your toes so they're pointed forward. Toes are going to be parallel or slightly pigeon-toed. Toes are not going to be wider than your heels. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold down towards the mat. Feel free to adjust the distance of your feet, bringing them closer or further apart. If hands don't quite reach the floor, don't worry about it. You could always bring a stack of books or something underneath if you want to kind of help. All right, then walk your hands around your front foot into a lunge. Press back, downward facing dog. Once again, inhale, bending your knees, gazing forward. Exhale, step or hop. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bending your knees. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, let's do the same thing on the opposite foot. So balancing on your right side. Palms facing forward. Lifting your left knee up to hip height. And then slowly guiding it back in airplane. And then for crescent lunge, bending into that front knee. Back foot lowers down. Inhale up, crescent lunge. One more deep inhale here. Exhale, warrior two. Adjusting as you need. All right, then make sure your knee's right over your ankle. Flip your front palm. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keeping your knee there. Once again, come into warrior two. Rotate your front foot so feet are parallel. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Feel free to just hold your forward fold, or you can play around in it by bending one knee and switching sides. All right, then once again, walking your hands around your front foot into a lunge. Step back, downward facing dog. And then from there, drop your knees down to the mat. Press back, child's pose. Swing your legs around into a seated position. All right, we're going to do just a couple more core exercises. So roll back. First, rock side to side with both knees hugged in. All right, then I'm going to have you bring your knees so they're right over your ankles, or right over your hips. Straighten both legs up to the sky. So just like we did at the beginning, lower opposite arm and leg down to the mat, and lift up. Opposite arm and leg come down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Hold here. All right, then drop your feet to the mat. What I'm going to have you do is straighten your right leg out and keep your left foot planted. Then what we're going to do is have our arms pointed towards our toes, but lifting them up off the mat. From there, crunch forward, and then lift your foot and leg off the mat and just hold there. If you're shaking like me, that just means that your core is being activated, using all of those muscles. Good, lower down. Bend your right knee, straighten that left leg. Same thing, arms come off the mat, crunch forward, and lift the foot and leg up. Keep breathing. Good. Lower down. Reach arms up overhead. Point the toes down. Big stretch. All right, last thing. I'm going to have you straighten both legs up towards the sky. If your hamstrings are a little too tight for that, you can take bent knees as well. I also like to bring my hands underneath tailbone for a little more support. I'm going to have you lower your right leg down towards the mat and bring it back up. Good. Inhale, left leg down. Exhale up. Inhale, right. Exhale up. Lowering down. Exhale up. Keep going. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. One more each side. Inhale down. You got it. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Hug those knees in. And then bring both knees so they're right over your hips. Arms come out to a T. And then lower both knees off to the right side. So this will be for a twist. If your knees are further away from your chest, it will be a less intense twist. The closer your knees are to your chest, more intense. So try to find a good place for them. Try to keep both shoulder blades grounded. So if your left shoulder is coming off the mat, maybe lower those feet further or knees further away. Good, then bring both knees back up to center. And then all over to the left side, same thing. Good, then bring knees back to center. Once again, hug your knees in, rock side to side. Take any final stretches, and then get comfortable in Shavasana. Sometimes certain core moves can also irritate your low back. So if your low back is bothering you, feel free to plant your feet on the mat, maybe widen your feet, and then let your knees rest together. If your knees aren't rested together, your legs aren't fully relaxed. So try to still relax your legs down. Palms maybe facing towards the sky. Take some deep breaths. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Bringing awareness back to the room around you. Wiggling toes and fingers. And when you're ready, roll onto one side of your body for the last couple breaths. Maybe tucking your knees up towards your chest, resting on your lower arm. And then when your body's ready, pressing into the floor to come back up to a seated position. When you're here, take some big shoulder rolls back. And then relax those shoulders down and back. Bringing hands to heart center. Deep inhale through your nose. Full sighing exhale. One more time, deep inhale. And exhale. Namaste. All right, Once again, thank you all for joining me. Feel free to watch this in the future on our website or on Facebook. Have a great day.